Not the handsome actor who plays the hero's role, not the glamour girl who'd love to sell her soul, but it's every Rush song. And we're talking about Nobody's Hero.
Every Rush song.
This song's kind of a letdown for me. Oh, wait, what, Tim?
Wow. How is it a letdown?
It's a good guitar sound, acoustic guitar sound. It's just after those 3 rockin' songs, and each rocks more than the previous, and then it comes down to Nobody's Hero. If I remember, and when I'm queuing up songs and I put Nobody's Hero first and then animate, stick it out, and cut to the chase, I enjoy it more than when it starts after cut to the chase.
So it's just basically the way the album is sequenced for you.
And I admit.
So where would you want it?
My fault.
Where would you want it?
It's my fault.
Where would you want it? In the track listing order.
Maybe they could have just had 10 songs on the album.
Oh, okay. Maybe, you know what? Oh, you're right. So you got Spirit of Radio, Free Will, Jacob's Ladder, Entre Nos, different strings.
Oh, yes, you do. Right there.
Oh,
and it's so
maybe
perfect.
they should have cut different strings, because that,
Never.
I mean, you've just had 4 rocking songs, but they bring it down for that.
Does Jacob's Ladder, is it really? I mean, it's like cut to the chase.
We could have done without Closer to the Heart too. I mean,
Agreed.
If we're just going to get honest here, right, Tim? I mean, we don't need any of those songs. Tim is, you've broken Tim.
I thought it was going to get
you
Jay
got side
more.
1, 2112.
Yeah.
Then you've got Passage to Bangkok.
Yeah, I could have done without that one.
Really, you could have done without a Passage to Bangkok.
Yeah, we could have done
without that one. I was going to say Tears must have been the one, because everything is rocking up to that point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but something about Permanent Waves and 2112, those, to me, those blow better. And I don't know what it is. I don't have any, those don't bug me at all. Those are,
wow.
Those are just slightly below the perfection that is Moving Pictures.
Right. I understand that, but Geddy's vocal work on Nobody's Hero is really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, and I love the harmonies. They might be my favorite Get harmonies.
Oh, now you love it. What's going on? Make up your mind. Yeah, what's happening?
It's just after that, then you're going into.
Yeah.
It's just.
I mean, it's a mellow song.
It's a great song.
It's not your typical Rush, but it is a great song. And when we get to the next episode, when we talk about the lyrics, that's where it excels. I mean, I think it's a beautifully written song.
Oh, yeah.
It's very mellow. I think you're right. I think Geddy's vocals are very good among his better vocals. But yeah, it's not your typical Rush song for sure.
Why isn't it covered more? Everybody does Tears, Analog Kid. Nobody ever covers this song.
I've actually
probably because
we're gonna do it on the next Durango Brothers album, I think.
Oh, that is an excellent idea.
Can I be a guest star musician?
Absolutely, you have to be.
We're planning on it.
I'm going to do hand drums and bring a tambourine.
Yes.
All right. How about a clip from Nobody's Hero?
Yes, let's hear a clip.
But he's nobody's hero. Save the drowning child. Cures a wasting disease. Hero lands a crippled airplane. Solves great mysteries. Hero, not the handsome actor who plays a hero's role.
But I do really like the strings. That's a nice string arrangement.
Well, I have a
What's the
factoid
segue?
about the string. You told me to. So it was suggested that they should have a string section added.
Oh,
And they chose a guy named Michael Kameen, Kameen, Kameen.
Kameen, chameleon.
no.
You
No.
come and go.
No.
So they
Continue,
chose him
Jay.
to orchestrate and conduct. So Geddy Lee devised some orchestral ideas that were included in the final arrangement. And a little backstory on Michael Arnold Kameen. He is currently dead. Died in 2003 at the age of 55. That's really young.
Oh no. Oh no.
I think
That's
it's
our
because
age.
he played the oboe. That could be the reason. Oh no, he played piano too, so he's okay. He was a part of Roger Waters' band. He is linked up with a lot of great artists, including but not limited to, and I'm talking about Orchestration, Kiss, Tom Petty, Bon Jovi, David Bowie, Brian Ferry, the Eurythmics, Queen's Reiki, Metallica on the song Nothing Else Matters,
Mhm.
and their live album S&M, Def Leppard, the Def Leppard,
The
Herbie
Def
Hancock,
Leppards.
Tim Curry, the Cranberries, Bryan Adams, Jim Croce, Coldplay, Sting, Guns N' Roses on their performance of November Rain
Wow.
on the MTV Music Awards. And last but not least, they got some Bush. We're talking about Kate Bush.
That was an unfortunate ending, Jack.
See,
Now,
I
Sorry about
thought,
did you say Brian Adams with a B or the good one?
No,
Or Ryan
sir,
Adams?
I like Bryan Adams, sir.
Oh,
And I think he
well,
is a good one, if not the good one. Although that one album that Ryan Adams came out with was a rock and roll, I think it was the name of the album.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the best albums, period. Fight me if I'm wrong.
isn't Brian Adams Canadian?
He is Canadian, yes, which
Yes.
makes him all the more Rush relatable.
Yes.
I'm not drinking at all. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, so they had some help with the orchestration. Interesting.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
do like the orchestration. It's not overdone, but it
Yeah.
really
Come on,
lifts
little
it.
something to it.
Yeah, especially as you get closer to the end of the song when the orchestrations build up more, adding that emotion
Mhm.
to the lyrics. Yes.
Did you detect some emotion, Tim? Sorry, I'm saying things while I'm trying to drag the time to the next part of the song. Tim loves emotion detector. That's why I said it.
Can't figure that one.
I really love this. The strings kind of come in on that first verse, but then on when I heard that he was gone, there's kind of, I don't know if it's cello or synthesized cello, but the low strings come in. It's very cool.
As the years went by, we drifted apart. When I heard that he was gone, I felt the shadow cross my heart. But he's nobody's hero.
Yeah, because
Save the drowning child.
the orchestration there, the cello, that it brings the shadow.
And that might have been a string bass too. I mean, I would imagine there was cello and string bass on that.
Yeah.
The low, yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more.
Cello.
Cello.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I do
And-
apologize for that.
Not their most, it's a pretty simple song for them.
Yeah.
I guess it's one of the reasons
No,
why
It's not complex.
so that
like-
I don't have a
Mhm.
lot of tracks.
Normal
and-
people can
and-
do it.
Right. And even Neil's drum parts, they're not complicated, but I like the way in the first verse he's doing that that offbeat snare and then on the beat. But then second verse, he switches it to the offbeat on the snare and then he hits a tom. Yes.
Oh.
And then I want to say he switches that up, but I could just be high right now.
Probably.
And he does the upbeat syncopated beat on the tom and then hits the snare on the downbeat.
Let's listen to that
but,
verse.
But I could be high.
Let's listen to that verse, Tim.
Tim, are you high?
Here's
you want to get high? You want to get high? That's guitar solo.
Yeah, I like the guitar solo.
Not first, chorus. It's on the chorus. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're talking about because
it's on the chorus. Yeah.
I also love that beat, that snare part on the chorus. And it goes a little something like this.
Hear it.
But he's nobody's hero. Save the drowning child. Cures the wasting disease. Hero. Lands a crippled airplane. Solves.
All right. So let's see what Tim's talking about on this second chorus. As I call it scrubbing when you slide that dial to a different time in the song. Scrubbing to 206.
But she's nobody's hero. Is the voice of reason against the howling mob. Hero is the pride of purpose in the eye.
So that dum chick dum dum, that's a tom.
Yeah.
It's not a kick.
Now I don't know if he's using a rack tom or if he's using floor tom that is to his left.
Because it sounds a little higher than your usual floor tom, right? A little higher pitched.
Right, but yeah. But again, Neil was a little crazy sometimes in his tuning. Now I don't know if he had changed it by Counterparts, but like especially in the beginning days.
Crazy with his tuning.
I was listening to another podcast having a guy talk about this. And so I don't know why you would do this, but you starting from his high pitched concert toms. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then his first rack tom was actually tuned higher than the lowest concert tom.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, eventually he had changed that, blah, 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 blah. And so, but, with Roll the Bones, that's when he decided to add a floor tom to his left, right next to his hi-hats. He was giving us some, able to do some interesting little hits on that while he was doing hi-hat work and not having to reach all the way over to hit the floor toms there. Yeah. So he's on the ride cymbal there. I mean, he could have done it either way. He could have gone do God doom boom like that, or doom got to a rack tom, or doom got to a floor tom on his left. That would be simple. I don't know. I don't know if we have enough time.
We don't. Do we? Do we have enough time, Jay?
No.
I don't know. I gotta go to Home Depot.
Okay.
I gotta pick up a few things. I don't know. We may run out of time. We may not have enough time. We may not have enough.
I like the harmonies on this second chorus, and I like the echo things he does. Like I guess on the unrewarding job part, and then I'll just wait.
Is the pride of purpose in the unrewarding job. Hero, not the champion player who plays the perfect game. Hero, not the glamour boy who loves to sell his name. Everybody's buying, nobody's hero.
And I like
cool.
that. Did you hear that got real quick little fiddle he did right before Nobody's Hero right there.
Oh, let's go back a little bit. And before that, I like how it's multiple parts, but because of the mix, you can't really hear the individual parts. So how many parts is it? I don't know. There's too
Could
there's
be a million.
just the way it could be. Yeah. Let's listen for that, Phil.
Like the glamour boy, loves to sell his name. Everybody's buying, nobody's hero.
Very cool. And then at 3:54 in the song, were you about to say something, Jay?
No.
I disagree.
I was not.
It's funny because I start writing notes and then I look back at them while we're recording and I go, what was I talking about? I don't remember. So, and here I have really nice harmonies and the orchestration is nice. We'll see what I was talking about. Maybe I'll remember.
The glamour girl, loves to sell her soul. If anybody's buying, nobody's hero. Nobody's hero.
The high parts.
Yes.
Sounds like a French horn.
Does sound like a French horn.
I love that.
Yeah. And anytime you can throw in some really kick-ass French horn parts, like
Yeah.
different band. Remember Foreigner did this. They went back and
No,
sort
I
of
did not.
remixed some of their classic songs like, oh, what do they do it on? It Feels Like the First Time, Long Way From Home. They added some orchestrations and they do it's Cold as Ice, where you get that classic like French horn, like taking the dogs out for the hunt, yeah. I
Tim?
just love it when you can throw out a French horn, which, musically speaking, is the most difficult instrument to learn how to play.
Is it really?
The French
Why is
horn.
it
that,
is.
do you think?
The French horn, because
Huh.
Well,
it's more,
first you have to translate the language in addition to
Well,
There's that,
because
I suppose.
it's French.
Yeah.
yeah,
French
it's
is difficult.
No, because it's all about not just getting the right airflow through the mouthpiece and
Airflow mouthpiece
and
ratio. Yeah.
hitting the buttons properly, but it's the position of your hand inside the horn.
Okay. I did not know that.
I can't
I've always
believe
loved the French horn.
I can't believe these two trumpet players did not know that French horn was the most difficult
I think
instrument.
I think the most that I knew about French horn was that I had an enormous crush on Debbie Kirby.
For me, it
Well,
was
Who didn't?
the fact that you put
Good
your hand
point.
up in it.
Okay. Jay.
and plus, now think about this. How many trumpet players did we have? 10,
70?
right?
There was
please.
10. Wait, in
So-
junior high
so-
or high school?
Well, no. Let's just go to high school. So, in our high
There's
school,
10 and there's
we had
there's like
three.
30.
We had three different
Three
bands.
bands.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they're-
Probably
least-
average 10 to 12 trumpet players for first band and second band, maybe
Yeah.
a little less than third band.
so there's
French
there's probably
horn
30.
players. I think it was 3 in first band, maybe 2 or 3.
Really?
Yeah, in
Really?
second band. Hey,
Tim?
not just anybody can play the French horn,
Agreed.
except
If you
for
like French
Igor.
horn,
And maybe I'm going to take it
Igor.
one step further. I'm going to say not just anybody would want to play the French horn.
Well,
Like,
that's
that's
true,
one
too.
that- I mean, people.
Yeah, Igor from Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Rockenstein, sir.
yeah. Tim, do you want to, if you want some French horn, an album with some really nice French horn in it is Amy Mann's Everything's Different Now. A lot of French horn on that album. You might like.
Okay,
Really?
the song
Yes.
by Rolling Stones, You Can't Always Get What You Want. Wasn't there some French horn in that one?
Join us next week as we talk about. No, I don't know. Is there?
Yeah, there's
trying
been a
to think.
couple of great songs with French horn, and I mean, I'm not going to deny it. It is a beautiful sounding horn.
It is my favorite
No, it's
orchestral
not.
instrument, the French horn.
No,
it is. It really is. It's
not.
it's right up there with the
I
xylophone and the
No.
orchestra bells.
No.
If you
Oh.
had a band with a French horn and
No.
a harp and orchestra
No.
bells, I'm there.
No.
I'm buying tickets for that.
No,
Hey,
no,
as-
no, 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 no.
Well, wait a second. As long as the harp player is hot.
True. Good point. I agree.
Have you ever seen the video of the two female harp players who are, I think they're twins, but they're really hot, and they do a cover of Closer to the Heart playing their harps?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You said that a little bit creepy there. Too.
Yeah.
You're really weird. Tim.
It's
Stop.
really good.
It's supposed to be a
No, they do a
family
fabulous
friendly.
On the harp, Closer to the Heart. Really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I need to check that. Is that on
Yeah,
the
I want to look
YouTube?
for that.
Yeah, you could look that up on the YouTube.
Find it on the
Hey,
YouTubes. Okay,
just find
so
it.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say when we are doing our little performance ranking for each one, I think it's a very basic song. I'm saying ones for everybody, except Geddy, 2, maybe 3 on the vocals. This is thinking about how late this is in his career, how long he'd been doing it at this point, and have these beautiful vocals. That's pretty impressive.
Well, yeah, and it's not like the high vocals from the 70s. It's a very
Yeah.
beautiful trained vocal where I mean it's I agree. It's a great vocal part.
And he's hitting some high notes that I don't think are falsetto. I think he's hitting those notes.
Yeah.
Full on.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else musically for Nobody's Hero?
Nope.
Well, we've told you what we think, what these two yahoos think, and this idiot. We want to know what you think. So email us your thoughts on Nobody's Hero 2112 at everyrushsong.com. Catch us on the soch. I want one of you two to say it next time to see how hard it is.
So
At Every Rush Song. Tim, where are we? Who are we saying goodnight to?
Hattiesburg, thank you very kindly. Good night.